Hello everyone, I'm Hyunjuan, attorney. Today I'd like to talk more about getting divorced in Korea. There was one subscriber who asked me whether she can stay after the divorce in Korea. My answer to that question would be yes, there is a way that you can stay even after you got divorced with your Korean spouse. So today I'd like to explain you how you can continue your stay in Korea after the divorce. So basically, there is two ways to have the legitimate legal status in Korea after the divorce. One would be to get the Korean citizenship via simplified naturalization process. If you've been in Korea for 2 or 3 years, being married to Korean spouse, and you got divorced and you have a child, there is certain requirements. It's a bit complicated, but if you meet those requirements, you can apply for simplified naturalizations, and then you can get the permanent residency in Korea. That's one thing. And the other way is to just renew your visa status in Korea. So let's talk more about this path. So if you got divorced, the way that you can divorce is basically two types. One is uncontested divorce and the other is contested divorce. So let's say that you got divorced with a contested divorce process. It means that your divorce case was decided by the court, and then you got the court decision stating that your marriage is terminated. So in the contested divorce, usually there is a party who is responsible for the divorce. So you can, if your husband or your wife, the Korean spouse, is at fault, who is responsible for the divorce, such as cheating or maltreating you, in that case, you can submit the court decision to the immigration office with other requirements and ask for the extension of your visa status in Korea. It's a bit it's not hard. It just means that the marriage is not terminated because of your fault, but because of the Korean spouse's fault. So I'm entitled to continue living in Korea. Another one is a more complicated. If your marriage is ended in an uncontested divorce, what can you do? Uncontested divorce means both of you agreed to end your marriage. So even though your husband was at fault, it may not be explicitly stated in your court confirmation documents, because you both agreed and you submit the application for divorce to the court, and there is no blank box that you can state that my husband cheated me, that's the reason that we are getting divorced. So it's hard to see who was at fault. But in case of uncontested divorce, even though it's not stated on your court decision, you can submit the letters from your husband's relatives, or even your husband's letter, or the neighbor who testifying that the marriage ended because of the Korean spouse's fault, such as domestic violence, cheating, maltreatment, verbal abuse, physical abuse. So if you can get that letters or affidavit, you can submit that too. And those would be to raise a Korean child born between your Korean spouse and you in Korea. So it's basically to allow you to stay in Korea to raise a child. Korean child was born between you and your spouse, and that means that you have a child custody of that child. What if you don't have a child custody and you only have a visitation right? Does it mean that you have to leave Korea? No. So let's say that you got divorced in an uncontested manner. You have a child. Your husband or your Korean spouse has the sole custody, and you only have the visitation right. In that case, if you will exercise your visitation right regularly and then you are actually exercising that right, then the immigration office will allow you to stay in Korea until your child reaches the majority age. So to keep your visa extended, you need to exercise your visitation right regularly, diligently, and you can apply for extension or renewal. Last would be, what if my alien registration card expires during my divorce process? That's a question that a lot of people ask me. There is a way that you can renew your alien registration card before it expires. Even though you are in the process of divorce, it doesn't matter. You can still renew it. Also, if you are in the process of divorce proceedings, then you can ask the court to renew your visa status until the court decision is made. So you can submit the certificates or the documents that can prove that that your case is pending or your case is ongoing in the court. You can get those letters or those proving documents from the court, or you can get that from your online account. I hope this helps, and I hope that this information might relieve some of your concerns regarding your legal status in Korea in terms of getting divorced in Korea. If you have any questions, you can email me and or leave a comment, and please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.